For years we have been looking at this mountain right above the place where we come to the seaside, and today we decided to conquer it and to climb a cycling and hiking path that exists on the top of it. Immediately starts steep uphill.
The leather is coming. And she's gone. On the right side we see the sea, and on the left we are entering to the wilderness, almost untouched. We are really glad that we come in the end of June to Montenegro, because mostly we are coming in August when this all is in color of yellow and brown. Now it's just simply beautiful.
I wouldn't be surprised if we find some snakes here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
In fact, I saw one little lizard on the road, and I want to take a pic of him, but he gone.
When we saw these houses, we thought that we climbed all the way to the top of the hill that we want to climb today, but then we reached this tableau, this board that says that we are only at 260 meters high. We are definitely not used to climbing all the way from 0 meters level, so we thought we should be higher at this moment. And we're still climbing. My suspicion is that we need to climb all the way up there. The paysage started to change. It turns into this rocky mountain that is very usual in Montenegro. In Serbian, the word for this is krš. You can try to pronounce that. It's a very short word that explains all these savage rocky mountains. From up here we see Tivat and a part of Upper Lastva. the little village that we just visited. It's an authentic stone village of Boka Kotorska. Here the people usually don't identify themselves as Montenegrins, but instead as Bokelji or Bokeljians, the people of Boka Kotorska, of this bay, and they have their specific microculture and traditions. Here the asphalt ends and we continue on this rocky road.
It's a moment.
Well, this is gonna be much harder than the first part on asphalt.
There are a lot of butterflies, but it's impossible to catch them with the camera. So you need to come to here to see it. Sometimes we need to change to biathlon. A little bit of pushing and then a little bit of driving, riding, cycling or whatever.
But pushing is much harder than riding. Still climbing. Over there on that little peak is a stone church, which was above us when we thought we reached the top of the mountain near the stone houses. But from here we have a beautiful view of the Tivat Bay, the part of the Kotor Bay.
And we are still climbing. Boom, boom. Be or not to be? What do you say?
We give up. We go back.
No, it's not an option.
No. Biathlon.
Pushing is not an option anymore. We just reached the clouds. And now we are going finally downhill. See you there. With all these little stones, it looks like like you are going on this little bit like on the snow. Ivana, it's a bit scary for now.
From where we are, we can see Kotor and the Bay of Kotor. And this is the road we take. A rocky road. It turns out that going downhill is not easy. It's maybe just easier a bit. These roads were built during the reign of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in this area, and they were used only to build the fortress, which goes all around the Kotor Bay. So there are multiple little outposts and towers, parts of the fortress, that make it possible to overview the whole Bay of Kotor, and of course to control it. Last night I found a review of this trail, of this path, and the person who wrote the review said that it's good for a mountain bike, and you can also go with a trekking bike with suspension, but only if you're a masochist.
Now we reach the north side of the mountain, and the paysage is a little bit changing. There are more pine trees, as you can see, and they say that sometimes in the winter it is also a little bit of snow here. I need to catch Ivana by. It seems like an old fortification. Maybe you know that this region was on the border of the Ottoman and the Venetian Empire. Kotor was always a very important bay, so it was supposed to be defended hardly. It seems that it's nobody here anymore. All the empires got fallen, nothing left to protect. Let's see, maybe we can enter somehow the fortress. There are still some people who are using car to reach the mountain tops, but the coolest persons are using trikes, Steintrikes. And again, be or not to be. Thank you. It's too dark for me. And it seems for Ivan also. This little fortress was also the part of the big defending system of the Kotor Bay. It is called the Fortress of the Holy Trinity, and it was renewed by the IPA project of European Union. So I finished the downhill. I'm now in the city of Kotor and waiting for Ivana to come. She is a bit more careful than I on the downhill parts, and that's it for today.